All right, so here we are. I am going to do yet another skull look. Sorry this is going to be another voiceover. It's just super hard, so complicated to get any quiet in my house, okay? So that's the reason why this is going to be another voiceover, because if not, you'd be hearing all kinds of noises in the background. Even now that I'm doing the voiceover, there's noise in the background. So again, I'm sorry. Anywho, here we are. I'm going to heavily moisturize my face. All the products we're putting on our face, you want to take care of the beautiful canvas. So yeah. All right, and so here I am just making sure that I covered every surface on my face, because you can never be too sure, even though you put a whole kilo of moisturizer. So anyways, my next step is to conceal the brows. I'm going to use this Elmer's Extreme Glue Stick to do so. I am going to use a spoolie to just brush out the brows and make sure they are pretty. So here I am just making sure I don't have glue anywhere else besides the brow, because it's so easily. Okay, so here I am looking very disappointed because I had just realized that my camera was not rolling. Yeah, fun times. Fun times. So anyways, here I am. I'm pretty much just going to explain what I had done too as well. So what I did was use the natural arch of my brow to go ahead and do the top of the eyes of the skull. Then just went pretty much really close right underneath my eyeball to make the circles of the skull and the shape as well. And then I went ahead and filled that in using the CC Beauty palette from Amazon. And then I had originally set it with a Wet n Wild red eyeshadow. I didn't like it. So then I went ahead and used a black eyeshadow to set everything. And that is a black eyeshadow from Makeup Geek in Corrupt. And I will show it right there. So yeah, that was all I did for the eyes. Then I went ahead and did the teeth. Here I am showing you how I did the teeth with the brush and the white paint. Then I went ahead and used this tiny brush to go ahead and... Okay, so here I am. I had just realized that, again, it happened to me all over again. It had only been recording for 5 minutes, but anyways, I pretty much realized it right away. I don't know what I had to do. I got up and then came back and realized that I wasn't recording anymore. So I basically just did the cheek lines, jawline, and the forehead line of the skull. Here I am going in with some MAC Studio Fix powder and going in on places that I haven't done anything, just because I didn't originally put a foundation over my face and there was a lot of fallout, and I just kind of wanted it to look a little bit cleaner before I went in and did more of a detailed work. So, okay, so here I am going in with the black Makeup Geek Corrupt eyeshadow again and deepening these lines up and then blending them outwards depending on which line I'm working on. Going out upward or downward. Jawline, I'm going upward. Cheek lines, I'm going downward. And forehead lines, I blend upwards. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that to each line. Okay, so here I am finishing that up. Now I'm going to take my favorite blue paintbrush, the really thin, small one, and I'm going in with that white paint from the CC Beauty Amazon palette, going over each, basically, line, going through the very center of it, and drawing a white line through it. This is going to give it like that neon skull look. And then I'm going to go in with powdered eyeshadow, a different color for each line. But I think I only do the cheek and the forehead line, so I don't know why I didn't do the jaw. Maybe should have, but it was fine without it, so not too mad about it. So yeah, again, white line, using a different color powder for each line. I'm going to go over that white line, and then I'm going to go over back again with the white paint, just to give it, again, that look like it's glowing. Here you can see that I had already gone over with the color powders for each one, and last step is to just go over with the white paint to make it look like it's glowing. So here I am just going in and drawing cracks here and there, everywhere, from the forehead lines, cheek lines, jawline, all around the eyes, around the nose. There's just cracks everywhere. I wanted to give it the illusion like it was cracking, and then I was going to put drips coming out of, several cracks of color. So here I am, and again, I'm going to use different colors. So here I am going in with the yellow paint from the CC Beauty color palette from Amazon and just adding teardrops. Some are going to be longer than others, but yeah, basically just doing lines and little circles at the end in the form of teardrops. Okay, so here I am going in with a little bit of white powder or eyeshadow and going into, again, the areas that I really hadn't put anything on just to lighten up the look a bit, making it a little bit more sculpted. Here I am just deepening up the mouth line. So basically the mouth of the skull, just deepening up some lines here. And now here is the little detail that I told you about. I'm going into each teardrop and just adding black underneath it. This is going to give it the illusion that it's dripping, that it's very much alive. The teardrop is alive, it's dripping, it's beautiful, it's color, and yeah, it gives it just... Okay, so here is my wig. Halloween wig, really. It was really sealed, so I had to use some scissors to open it, but here I am realizing that it is so messy. It's just falling apart. There was hair everywhere at the end of this. Okay, I just want you to know that. So yeah, I'm basically just fluffing it out here and realizing that it's so much falling out and such a mess. So yeah, there I am finally getting some of it up. Fixing my hair a little bit. It was a really small wig. I didn't realize how small it was going to be, so I really had to play with it. Look at this, just falling apart, literally. Look, you can see some purple there on the red. So yeah, just fixing it here, and I'm pretty much done.